Wow, the second episode from Big Bear. Here we are. What do you think, Mel? Yeah?
That's great.
We are back.
That's a bear!
Guess who's here?
The bear.
That's the bear.
There he is.
We survived the first
Jonathan's here.
day. Barely.
You did.
Did we?
Tom
Did
barely
we?
did.
Yeah. Did we?
No.
Barely.
Most of us.
Barely.
Yeah.
Most of the us of us.
Yeah.
And Jonathan's back.
Yay.
We love that.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome.
Jonathan, why don't you give me a hand?
Yeah.
We had a
I don't
text
think I've
thread
got one
going
to
on
spare,
after
buddy.
that.
Yeah, there were a lot of dad jokes in that thing, for sure.
Oh, I need to slow clap myself.
I know.
You just hit your leg.
Should we roll the
Thank you.
Should we roll the cold open?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Sounds great.
Okay. Oh wait, we don't have a cold open.
What?
Yeah, let's do it live.
He's
Ready?
doing it live.
We're doing it live!
All right, here we go. On the last episode. Wait, there it is. Is it working?
Great start.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect.
So far, so great.
Oh, on the last episode of the Loaded Dice Rollers, the team was abducted by a group of elves. Sound effect? and the general confronted them.
Hi.
And they asked many
So far, this is great.
and they asked many questions
Where
about
are we?
Yes.
I don't know. Who are you?
Oh, no, where are we?
Well, the question should be, when are we?
And then they were escorted into an arena
You need some tattoos.
Oh.
and asked for
They're immune to fire.
But we also are missing two of our friends. Help us.
Yes. We're our friends.
we don't know, but fight this creature.
Fighting time.
All right.
You will be my slave.
Oh, you're going to be my slave.
Gnome toss.
I'm bold.
Hit.
Where's that tattoo that was promised for my ass?
Uh-oh. 20.
Quadruple 20.
20. Oh.
Ouch! My hand.
Now he's a lefty.
Yay, welcome to the Loaded Dice Rollers podcast. There you go. That's really exciting.
What a recap.
Yeah, that was fun.
I think live cold open trademark Loaded Dice Rollers. Live cold open.
It's like the bad.
You can only see it here.
Reader's Digest.
You can only see it here, folks.
Yeah, we should say because we recorded pretty late last night and there was a lot of material to kind of edit through. And we only made it through about half of that stuff. Wow. The fans are going to love that, though. That makes for a power-packed
But
episode.
the rest was all comedy gold.
That's right. But
Platinum,
Jonathan's back.
platinum.
And that means that... and we should acknowledge that Will is still out.
Yeah.
So you guys get a good night's sleep and... What's the general's name?
My guy's name?
Yeah.
Xavier.
Xavier.
Xavier Elrond.
So you guys get a good night's sleep, and Xavier Elrond, the general of the Elven army and sort of leader of the gnomes, wakes you up and says, "Here are your weapons. We've upgraded them to being cold iron. Super helpful against the fight.
That's great, but where's my hand?
We ate it. We
About
haven't had real flesh in a long time, so thank you."
Yeah. It's like pig's knuckles.
A lot of meat on it.
Yeah, the crunchiest part.
I don't think I like you.
We've known that for quite some time, actually.
They took the hand and they made it like a trophy. It's in the trophy hall.
Treasure this forever.
What is it, like an Academy Award?
It's like a necklace. It's like a monkey's paw necklace.
Yes,
This dwarf hand grants you 5 wishes.
exactly. Oh my gosh, we have a caller.
Hello,
Oh wow, we do have a caller. Look at that. Who is this?
this is Dave,
This is Dave.
all the way from New York.
Whoa.
What's going on, guys?
Well, we haven't rolled any 20s yet. We're just beginning the session. And usually when a caller comes in, we like to get a prediction. So I'm looking at 4 players, actually 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one of the 5, because you can't see, this is a podcast, right? Which one of the 5 will die first?
I'm gonna go with 3.
Oh.
No, it's Walrus.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew as the question was asked, it would be.
That's
But
possible.
let me ask you this: can Walrus heal himself, though? You know,
can.
so
You
maybe
can.
that'll change.
You can.
I
That'll change
can,
the
but
odds.
I'm the party healer. It makes the most sense that they'll kill me first. So now I have to keep a track record going. I died last time, so.
Did you? You just disappeared.
But I did die.
Wow.
Around.
Dave Horan.
Poor walrus.
Spencer, so you know, he's my best friend. I've known since kindergarten. And we actually played
we're sorry,
first
Dave.
session of RPG with Isle of Dread. Was with
that's
him.
a good one.
Yeah, back in the day.
We have to we have
back
to
in the
run
old
that.
school classic.
So if we resurrect that, are you flying out for some sessions?
Absolutely.
All right, there you go. All right, we got to
You have
promise.
to build the island, Spencer. That'd be awesome if you
That's
built
what
the
I'm
Isle of
talking about.
Dread.
I know. I've wanted to.
be
So
super
the gang finds themselves in another. It's not really a realm, void, or dimension. It's sort of outside all of that. What kind of recommendation do you have for this group venturing in a? I don't even know what
Another world.
It's sort of a primordial existence,
Everything.
yeah. I mean, what do you think, Dave?
Can they find beer?
I think they do have a beer. It's made from this.
They have found
Listen,
it
it's primordial. It's
That's
not
always-
uncivilized. You know, it has 7
Right. Well, I was
levels.
going to say that's always a good start. That's always a good start. To find a beer. Figure out your next step.
Okay, so there's the recommendation, everybody. All right, Dave, we had to cut it short, but that's where we go, man. Thank you for calling in. Any advice for Kurt?
All right.
You're his friend. You played with him.
All right.
Give him some advice before we leave.
Don't die.
Don't die.
Just don't die.
That's always
Thank
good
you.
advice.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Always
that's
good
what I
advice.
My bird.
That's a good
Nice.
use of that call.
That was awesome. I love that. Don't die. It's always good advice. Kurt, if you let him down,
If I let myself down.
Then he might have to pray to his god and hope his god isn't as f***ed up as Saren Ray.
Wow, that's a lot of anger right there.
it's just right
hold
in
on,
there.
hold on.
Angry dwarf.
I don't rely on my gods to keep me
Or
alive.
you should have prayed to her more.
Yeah.
Maybe as well.
Yeah. What's your ritual with Saren Ray? By the way, what do you do for her?
I get on my knees.
Oh wait, you put your left
And I
hand in.
lift-
Oh, and you
And
do
I
the hokey
lift-
pokey.
I lift my hand towards the sky.
Wow.
And I create fire that I learned when I was a child playing games.
I was a child.
And I tell Sanray, well, where the fuck are you?
Wow.
And then I stop.
Say it.
And I've been doing that since I was taken away by the witches and had to scrape shit off pans.
Can we call back Dave, see if he can come play for the Wizard?
Well, I don't
Can he
know.
sub for the
Wow, I feel really good inside
I'm
after
so
that.
inspired.
He's in a tough place, guys. He's no god, one hand, and serious attitude. So he's gonna have to get through this whole realm.
And
with
his
that.
bird died. Don't forget that.
Oh right, the bird died as well.
And, I realize we haven't done this in a while, but I just feel like this is the right time.
Daily affirmation with GMacleods.
like this is the right
Let's
thing to
all
do.
say it at once.
Ready?
I'm going to do a terrific show today.
I'm going to do a
I'm
try.
gonna do
Terrific
it.
show today.
I'm going to help my other party members
I'm going to have they're not
roll
stupid.
well today.
I'm gonna roll.
Hopefully
Things
we'll
are
roll
gonna
well.
look
Because
like shit.
I'm good enough.
I'm good enough.
I'm good
I'm good
enough.
enough.
I'm smart enough.
I'm smart enough.
That's
I'm lucky enough.
I'm
lucky
lucky enough.
Doggone it. People
Doggone it.
sometimes like me.
Doggone it. People sometimes like me.
It's always a sometimes. Like, why sometimes? Shouldn't it be all the time?
Nah, not with this group.
No.
I don't want that kind of burden.
Is that pressure?
Yeah.
That's pressure on Warrock. Nice. Well, who wants to catch up everybody for a star?
Oh God.
You can't. You can't. You can't.
So we.
That's not fair.
It's not
Should I get
fair.
a star for listening
I'll
to the
jump
last
in.
episode?
Did you think Pathfinder
What if
was
I can
fair?
catch everybody
We were-
up better than everybody else?
We were in a dome. I pretended to look like a demon. These elves and some other creatures came
following
in.
that?
We ended up getting not teleported, but moved. That was the quote unquote word that you said. After we saw a guy pretty much combust himself.
Yeah.
We ended up in a plane that's kind of like sewers. We're meted, and then we just saw.
Did they just call around?
Yeah,
Sewer.
she did.
They was like swampy sewers. That's what they were.
To a half orc, it might.
Yeah, you know.
You're a
Oh, I'm sorry. This realm is fantastic. It's beautiful
It's
everywhere.
beautiful.
I was so thank you for taking us here.
We had a dwarf go ahead and slap around a demon.
The dwarf went rogue.
And then lost his hand.
Yeah. Well.
And then
a triple critical.
And then my brother decided to go in and completely obliterated this
I
tiny,
didn't,
tiny.
I thought he was
Little
like
demon.
shape shifting because he had a weird voice.
Yep. And then we're like, let's go take a nap. And
Yeah.
here we are.
We did that.
We still don't know where Uncle Walrus is.
Nope. There's our theme.
The fellowship.
That's pretty good, Rat. I like that. You get a star for that. Thank you.
That was really good.
All right.
Jonathan didn't listen. He's the one that needed to be caught up.
I listened to the whole thing.
Okay, all right.
He knows.
All right.
I listened to the episode and Mel less than 5 feet away from me.
Okay. All right. There you go.
I always listen to Mel.
We'll see.
She's the only one that
angry
acknowledges
now?
me.
So the general comes to get you guys,
Great job.
and he greets you in the morning.
Good morning. How's everyone's hands?
Good.
Mine are doing just fine.
I still don't like you, General.
What is the sound of one hand clapping? Now we know.
Yes, it's cold. It's grumpy.
General, where is my hand?
It's in good hands.
Oh, man. Keep going. Can he get to like 10 in 30 seconds?
We don't have time for
We don't have time for
This
your
is not the
hijinks.
task at hand.
Yes. Don't be so heavy-handed with your comments.
Caught these people.
I was very impressed with
Can you
your
handle it?
fighting yesterday. And instead of soldiers, you're all now officers. I'm trying to think who's the better of the three. Yeah, it's obvious. Lieutenant. We're going to make this orc lieutenant. Sister's still an officer until I see some better action out of you. And, you know, the dwarf, you fought well, and I feel bad about your,
It's
predicament.
They're very
But you're still an
lawful.
officer, so you must listen to your lieutenant when I make the orders.
Right.
All
Oh,
right.
yes, that's me. Sorry.
Exactly. Okay.
Sorry. He doesn't listen very well, as you've seen from previous. Yeah, well,
Did you lose an ear too? Is that why you don't listen?
I'm going to break your neck, General.
I like the attitude.
This man's adorable.
I like
Wait
that
for the
attitude.
front line.
Right, save it for the front line.
He puts the lowercase team in team.
I'm going to kick the General in the shin as hard as I can right now. What do I roll?
Oh, God.
You roll a 20.
I would say that's an acrobatics or athletics.
fumbled.
He fumbled it. Oh, my God.
Stand there,
That
look
is
at him.
perfect.
We've begun on a very interesting
Does he
level.
lose his foot?
He's got a roll percentile.
Did we get off on the wrong shoe?
I want to see what this fumble is.
Oh, this is great.
A roll
Let me
percentile.
take a picture of
I
this.
just keep
This is
visualizing
classic.
like a
Your
Three
foot
Stooges
separates
moment.
from its body and flies into the air next to your hand.
Well,
Off on
we're
the
going to
wrong
see what
foot.
happens. You might have twisted something or hit yourself.
You roll 100?
What'd you roll? Percentile.
There you go. 99. No, 46.
46.
46. Very clumsy. Fall and drop primary weapon. Roll dex or be stunned for 1 round. Just roll a
so
20
he's face
Saturn.
down.
Is there a
So you got to
subtext?
roll a 20.
Brett, is there a subtext in there that I think the character shits
Oh, it's-
themselves as well?
Very clumsy.
Soils themselves.
Crap yourself.
17.
So, what's your dex?
Oh, God.
No, he's got to have better than that.
I've released
maybe
my
he
bowels.
doesn't. He might not. That's right on the bubble. It is. Oh, no. What's your dexterity?
I'm so embarrassed. I lost control of my
16.
bodily function.
Yes,
All right, so you're stunned for 1 round on the ground. You're on your face.
Oh, God.
Do we put the tattoo on his ass yet?
I have.
Yeah,
I
okay.
have. It was an experience.
I reach down and I pick him up, and I put him down somewhere safe. Just so he's not.
So everybody
quivering.
has the picture. Everybody's got this tattoo on their ass, right? That's been
It's
consigned
not
to this
on my
party.
ass. I would put it right here.
Yeah, you can put it anywhere, and it doesn't.
Yeah, you have the choice.
It went on.
And it didn't take the
I
sharp
feel
knife.
like they didn't. I feel like it's
We
all
put it
their
on the
ass.
dwarf's ass, so he was unconscious.
You're not here yet. You're not even here.
Oh my
And it is the shape. It looks like an arrow. is
Yeah, I
the
feel
shape.
like the
It's going down
listeners
on his
expected
lower
to be
back.
on everybody's asses. Just saying. We got to listen to the fan base.
I hear the sound, but there was just like blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
We already have that soundbite.
Tom's looking at me. So
Can't make smart.
Yeah. So the general's a small gnome comes over and tugs on the general's boot,
Yeah.
Yes.
and he says, "Okay, we're ready."
Let's do it.
And so they usher you into the other room, and you come into the other room, and there's like through the cavern, and you see your cleric friend on a pedestal,
Oh.
Yeah, I tried him on a pedestal.
but he's not moving.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. Can we go over to him and see what's going on? Sure. Can we do a perception check? I don't want to get in some weird time-space continuum thing.
Am I still stunned?
You're stunned for 1 round.
Oh,
so
Orak, you need to
probably
put
could-
your mini
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. We've recovered your friend. They smile at you. We've recovered your friend.
What's wrong with him?
What
He looks
happened?
stoned.
Well, he's experiencing something that happens here.
What happened to him?
There are certain things. Well, this land is abundant with evil, and sometimes those things will take you away and do things to you outside of what we can only assume is everything. And most of the time you don't come back, but he came back.
Most of the time.
Well, he was lucky.
Is he all back, though, or is he still kind of messed up? Or he talk like in weird speech or something?
He hasn't moved since we saw him.
He's a lot quieter than normal.
Have you touched him yet?
What is with you and touching?
Oh, we brought the tattoo person in.
Oh, does he have a tattoo?
We couldn't get it on him.
Really? Why is that?
I don't know. It's tough skin.
That's unfortunate. Did we pick the wrong side with that? The tattoo?
You might have.
How about your healers? They were not able to bring him back.
We can't figure it out. We actually know some ancient magic that potentially would work, but we're not sure it's worth the sacrifice.
Seems you guys are okay with doing a lot of sacrifice.
If they're worth it. Was this friend of yours worth sacrifice?
Yes.
Why is that? What can he do to help at the front line?
He can heal us to make sure that we can fight longer.
And he can talk his way out of a paper bag.
Right, like if there's somebody in the front that looks like you could convince him to do something, he'll go out there and he just wears
Or
them down.
to be able to
He
convince
wears
them that they
down.
no longer
It's
want to
really
be in the front
interesting to
lines
watch.
because they just need to get away from him talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even convinced them to get a tattoo on their ass.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. So he's good.
The last part, really. You had me at
And
that
he
last
does.
part.
He does heal spells and stuff like that as well.
Also,
And oh wait, undead.
At two?
He's good at undead.
We need that.
He's really good at that.
And he's smart. He's
Well-
really smart.
Define smart.
Well, he has a handle nut and mustache and knows
He
how
has
to...
2 hands.
Oh, wait, not a nut mustache. He
I-
just has a mustache and he talks well.
Yeah, I suppose he's all right.
I'm really warmed by this.
General,
Treat
I'm
this
not
on me.
sure.
Thank
Do
you
we
so
hear
much.
his
It's so
voice?
heartwarming.
You're not convinced yet?
I'm not sure if he's worth it. Would one of you sacrifice yourself to bring him back?
Well, why would we do that?
Where's the drunk?
Is he that valuable to you?
Well, I'm valuable to me.
Yes.
And she's valuable
You
to
would
me.
do it?
Yes.
You would sacrifice yourself.
Because I have confidence that he is such a great healer that he can bring me back.
That's true.
I'll take it.
We could do that.
Then-
We have the ferocity as well.
General, this
I-
shows great promise.
I will not
He
let
sounds
her...
very powerful. I've never seen anyone come back from sacrificing themselves before, and we've seen many powerful clerics in our region. Are you sure he can do that? Because if you sacrifice yourself, you might not come back.
What entails sacrifice?
Well, we have
Well, it's a ritual, and you will be gone.
there's
Who does the ritual?
some cantrips you would.
Yourself, we'd have to teach you.
To be honest, what you've seen before, the great sacrifice, is because we've been here for hundreds of years and realize there's no way out.
Yeah,
so
for
some
you.
of us volunteer.
No, but wait a minute. For you,
Sacrifice.
there's no way out. We don't live here. We came in, so we must be able to get out.
General,
You want strong people on the front line. Why not sacrifice one of your weakers?
they aren't that smart, are they?
I was going to offer that, but you're the one that offered to volunteer
I
yourself.
said I would, but
She's more valuable than anybody
I am
else
more
in your
valuable
army.
than anyone else.
Unfortunately, I haven't seen you in battle yet. Your brother here did all the work in the arena, so I've yet to see your skills, but I'll take your word for it.
She is blinky.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, I keep talking her this way.
Where'd she go?
Yes. Yeah, we do have weaker soldiers than you for sure that may volunteer themselves. If your friend is not powerful as you
Oh,
say...
you know what? You could take that little guy that went into the arena with us last time. He's fierce. That would be a perfect sacrifice for this.
The gnomes usually don't sacrifice.
They do a lot of stuff.
You mean
for
that
a
gnome that
gold
won the battle
coin.
yesterday? I don't know.
A new elf comes in. You must convince me
I know that.
for the sacrifice.
How about 5 shiny pieces and a dandelion?
You must convince me
Interesting.
for the sacrifice.
You need to know about this person, do you? Oh, first of all, he's a cleric that exists for the sole purpose of dealing with the rift. That's why he's here. His inheritance he has to do something, the tyrant, whatever. He has to kill this person again. So he's here because we brought him here to do just that.
He
The
is
Whispering Tyrant, that's it. That's the guy.
the Whispering Tyrant. He is the chosen one that you look for.
He does talk
They
a
were
lot.
actually saying that about
but
you.
I've had the
good heart.
nightmares.
Are you in the army?
I am.
So you're willing to fight for the
See
cause?
my tattoo?
Yeah, we know that tattoo.
So you're willing to fight and die for the cause? This is the cause.
We all came here for this cause.
We
Exactly.
risked our lives to get this man this far.
Let's roll a great diplomacy check. Who's got
Oh,
the best?
somebody has advantage, not me. If you want
I
it.
have a plus 14
It's
diplomacy.
against the will DC.
I have a plus 15 diplomacy.
And you're probably going to roll.
Okay.
Oh, well. Oh, for me. No, you're right.
I have a plus 2.
I
19.
fumbled.
16.
Or it might be
you have to
29,
roll.
actually.
You have to roll.
If you get
That's a
10.
fumble.
Minus it by 5.
14
Okay.
plus
Okay.
14, 28.
28.
You got to roll.
24.
But you got to roll.
No,
for
no,
it.
it's just
it's
against my
diplomacy.
DC.
No, you got it. You got it.
You guys are the ones that roll.
Okay, who rolled the higher?
She did.
It's for the star.
Good.
Yay, stars.
I start crying. So emotional.
I get really uncomfortable.
You'll find that some of the soldiers are just tired of existing,
Oh, right.
and they're tired of the war. just to be honest.
I would like to ask this, can we take a keepsake off of you? Anything that you feel is valuable that we might take into battle and help
You
with the
trying to
cause?
steal things from him?
No, I'm saying this is to remember you by, so you live eternally in our memories in the battles to come.
We usually give a lock of our hair.
Oh, well, that's not going to really help me, but I'll take it if you really want. All right, I'll take it.
So he starts a bit of a ritual.
What color is his hair?
And it's blonde.
Is it
Strawberry blonde.
Strawberry blonde? All right. I'm
Starts a ritual.
gonna weave it into my mohawk.
He comes below the cleric and he looks up at him and he touches his lower chin. I left it there. And this guy said his goodbyes to everybody. You know, he's tired of being here. And he sort of makes some gestures, starts saying some things. And then he and he throws up some things. Then he sort of turns into ash. and Jonathan appears.
Oh, God. Welcome back, friend.
Where am I?
That's kind of a big question.
Yes,
Walrus, it's good to see you.
It's good to be seen.
we're in a place that we've never been before. It's not our world. We don't know how to get out, but evidently there's demons and
You're
undead
talking
and
about a
fae
fight
and all
and-
sorts of things going on.
Oh, wait. Just give me a second to collect myself. Weren't we there with the march? Where'd they go?
They went off, and these guys came in and took us here. We don't know where this is. It might be the same realm. We're not sure.
No, we have to get back to that. You don't understand. It's very important that we get back and see where they're going.
This guy over here,
I
Xavier
think that this is the other
Elrond
side.
of the Elrond clan, knows what we're supposed to do. Should talk.
Elrond, that sounds like copyrighted material in
It
some
does.
other world.
I know.
Double copyrights. I'm Xavier Elrond. General Xavier Elrond.
2 copyrights. They cancel themselves out. So that's fine.
Yeah, that is, Warner Brothers and Marvel
3
as
actually.
well.
We also have
There you go.
Captain Nadell.
Captain Adele.
And the scarf.
Yeah, wrestling in the deep.
Adele.
Welcome. We, your friends, have talked highly of you, and we sacrificed one of our own to bring you back. So you better be worth it, my friend.
Here.
Who you sacrificed? Who sacrificed themselves?
An ancient warrior, elven warrior of 100 years.
One
We've
of
been
our
battling
own.
here.
He was young,
I
100
point
years.
to
That's
another
nothing.
guy,
Evidently-
another elf. I'm
Don't-
like, he kind of looks like that one.
Don't you guys live to like 700? 100 was no big deal. You got plenty more where that came from.
Well.
No, kidding aside, can I help out in that regard? I can bring him back.
He's gone.
They said you
This-
can, actually.
Here.
Your female orc friend here said you could bring back people, and I'm
Well,
curious.
let's not use labels. How about just my half-orc friend? Does it matter if she's male or female?
I collected
Well, there's
this.
a male one here, and they look kind of alike.
Yeah, I understand that. They're relatives. But why do we have to put
I'm starting
labels
to
on them?
regret this guy came back.
No, see, this is what I'm talking
This is
about.
what we were
I can't
talking
even
about.
say anything when he comes back.
You did warn me. You
So
did.
what
you're
I
right.
was saying to you is I kept one piece from this man. Here is his hair. That is all that is left of him.
All right, well, I have a scroll of raised dead that I could use to bring him back.
If
Hello.
It works on hair.
I'm in church, and I'm one of the gnomes that live here. And it is regarded as a great honor to be sacrificed. So the member that you are worried about is fine. You will find in time that the great sacrifice you will welcome as well, because infinity gets boring.
By the way, when these guys I don't believe in any of this stuff because I'm a druid, right? So when these guys kill themselves, where do they go, by the way? Where does that go?
It's the only way out.
I know, but where do they go?
Haven't you seen Logan's Run?
Yeah, I know that.
All right. They all go to the same place where we all go. They go to Pharasma to be judged.
Well, I don't know about that, but
I do know.
okay.
Can I ask you a favor, friend?
Give a star to Walrus for being unfrozen in time.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank
give a
you.
star to us for begging
Well-
him to get him back.
Yeah.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Can I trouble you for that lock of hair?
There you go.
I'll take it and put it in a pouch so I don't
That's
forget
cool.
who gave themselves,
Yeah.
who sacrificed themselves for me.
Wow. It's wonder what happened to Will. Okay.
Oh, right.
You still don't know where he
So,
is.
where's your Jenny? I don't see him.
In church, this small gnome, he's not in charge or anything, but he comes over and he
Aren't
says,
point of inquiry?
Yeah.
Aren't all gnomes small?
yeah.
Okay.
It's an extra small gnome.
He's
Continue,
very
please.
small.
He's extra small.
even shorter than the dwarf.
He's like a half gnome.
Yeah. He comes up and he says, they said that you are the smart one, yes?
Well, that's very kind of them. I don't fancy myself smarter than anybody, but what question can I answer for you?
Oh, well, we were just trying to inform them of some of the things, but they seem to, kind of phase out and look at the walls and bomb ours.
Yeah, no, they're easily distracted. They think I
bombed our
talk too
jail.
much, but they don't listen very well. They're not active listeners.
We have
It's a skill.
specimens. They tried to destroy them, things like
Oh,
this.
that sounds very par
Yes.
for the course for the group. Well, what can I answer for you? You want to fill me in on anything you think that's pertinent to know? There was a huge army of demons and undead. And by the way, that happens to map to a very specific vision that I've been receiving for my entire life
Oh, curious.
from Pharasma.
What is your vision? Hey, 1 second. Let me run off. And he runs off. You hear this little... And he runs off the cavern and he comes back with another gnome. How fascinating. He's had dreams. Tell us. There's two of them.
It's hard to classify them as dreams. It's more visceral than that.
There is a dream dimension. You know that.
While I do now, I'm not necessarily familiar with it, but you can tell me more about that.
Oh.
I mean, look, the visions, they've been persistent throughout my entire life. I've been having them since I was young, and they continue.
What's the vision?
The vision is almost exactly what I've seen. An army of undead, which is the most impure thing I can think of because it's Ladies Pharasma's anathema. Siding with an army of demons all moving towards this one place to a tear in the world. And from it erupts a power that is familiar but is wrong in so many ways. And it's different. It's not unknown to the world, but it's bad for it. And it heralds the end of all things.
Was there insights into this place where you're going with power?
Can you rephrase the question?
Well,
Yes.
hold
What-
on. These guys were telling us there's these mages down here trying to keep all this shit together, right? And we're fighting demons so the mages can do their shit to keep it together and keep these demons from taking over the world, I guess. So that's all I know.
Okay, is there some composition of that demon situation that involves undead things? It's not just the demons. The demons are bad enough. I understand that. But it's the combination of the two of them. They're working together in some unforeseen...
General, can you take him to the laboratory alone?
Oh, that
Yes.
doesn't
There's
sound
also-
good.
There-
course.
We've also passed by some cages that they have. It seems like some undead and along with some demons.
Perhaps the
that
other
just-
ones could train with the new armor.
And I'll look straight at the captain or whoever's in charge.
Follow me. Let me show you the lab, my friend.
Take me to the lab with the undead right
You
now.
through to the armory.
In the meantime,
Captain Adele?
Captain Adele, can you take the others to practice with their new weapons?
I'd love
I
to.
don't need practice with my weapon. I'd like to go see what he's seeing.
No, it's not a.
It's for the intellects. I'm sorry.
I
don't even have a hand
so smart.
to
Oh,
use the
how
weapon.
smart am I? Oh, I'm not that smart. All right.
Okay, so you guys disappear, and Jonathan, you. And
Excuse me, your name again.
My name is Tim Bingledong.
Tim.
Yes.
No, that's not Tim with an I. It's T-A-M. Tem.
There's a star.
Thank you.
That's freaking awesome. Nice job. So
Of the clan Blindobongs.
Wait, was it Dingle Dong or
Yes, that's exactly right.
Excellent, Tim.
So
They called you something else, but I guess they don't know you that
No,
well.
they know me quite well.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they introduced me correctly, yeah. Yep.
Very well.
So
No, we've traveled. We told many a tale together. We've fought together. Some of us have died together temporarily.
And do you have any mapping skills or geography skills? Just checking.
I might, but
Okay.
what does that fall under?
Well, just
sir?
roll a 20 for me, real quick. It's just
Well, I'd like to add a 31 to it. Can I do that? Yes.
a 31.
Sure. Well, you said what does it fall under?
Well, I mean, mapping or dungeoneering
That's not a
or
skill.
engineering or
None of those are skills that you're
wow,
mentioning.
2E.
How about
I mean, those are things that you have to add specially, right? They no, I mean, even in E1.
Like
why don't we just use my highest
Let's just
modifier,
do
which is
knowledge.
21?
Let's use your intelligence modifier.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Well, that's not way high.
If you're unskilled in it.
It's +1.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Hey, Tom.
Wow!
19?
Of all the +1s that you could get, that's a 20.
Oh,
It's not crit. It's
okay.
19
So
plus 1, 20.
you can discern where you're going in these caverns because it is a little confusing.
Confusing but familiar. I just understand where I'm going.
No, you don't know any.
For later, I'll be able to kind
Yeah,
of.
you can navigate.
I gotcha.
So you go back, quite a way, and you're underground, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like the above ground, but it still holds some of those anomalies especially with the flooring and like the relative distance of objects. Sometimes, like they just
Right, they move closer and.
and they tell you to walk steady.
Yeah,
That
this
big-
is a strange place.
Yeah.
Where are we, Captain?
You get used to it.
Well, the closest he can tell you is something that they've identified, which it's not, but the closest thing they can identify it to that's known to Galorian inhabitants, which they are, because nobody's come back from here, except evidently Dragor, which is questionable, by the way, but is the dimension of time. So Will the Gnome says to you as you're walking back, I like you because you're interested. Well, what we know is...
Active listening, see?
Yeah, dimension...
See?
There is a dimension of time, perhaps closely related to where we are. We actually don't know where we are, but we're sure it's not a void realm or any other type of demiplane or
Go on.
plane.
Go on.
So what we found is the closest thing on recorded history is among the obscure planes of existence, the dimension of time is virtually impossible to access by conventional methods of planular travel. Instead, travelers perform much more complex and difficult rituals described within the pages of such monstrosity rare tomes as one of our masters has, the Necromanicon.
Necronomicon?
Necromanicon, thank you.
Sounds like it's written down somewhere.
Compounding the plane's obscurity, each traveler experiences different, sometimes seemingly unique experiences. Most that take the journey never return. So this is very close to what we think we're experiencing here, but we think it's outside of that.
Well, how did you all get here?
Well, we are gnomes, and gnomes
Yes, I see that.
are
Yep.
from the first world, and the first world perhaps had some strengths in this where we are. The first world was replaced by your world somehow.
No, the first world is the world of the gods. I mean, they spent some time there.
Perhaps even primordial goes before this, but this is our theories.
Right, but how did you seem to be, for lack of a better description, of a modern ilk? You look like gnomes that I see on Glorian and Regular.
Yes, we have not faded like a shadow gnome or a shadow human on the shadow plane. We have not, our DNA has not changed.
But how did you get here?
Well, we came with the great mages.
How did they get here?
Well, we assume it's about 600 or 700 years ago. What year is it where you're from?
In Glorian?
Yes.
It's 4720, my friend.
40, 42.
No, 4720.
4720. Yes, well, it was about 600 years ago that we came.
Wait. That's important.
Yes.
Were you there for the Whispering Tyrant?
We know of records of this Whispering Tyrant.
Well, if you were there 600 years ago, you would have been around when it was around.
We believe he was prior to us. Perhaps 900 years prior to you.
Sounds about right.
However, he was contained.
Right. Yeah, a relative of mine had a hand in that, but I don't think it's as contained as we think it is. I think all of this, what you're fighting against, and what my visions map to, I think it's all part of that. And I don't think the Whispering Tyrant's as contained as you think he is.
You say you're a relative or great-granddad? That's something to do with the tyrant?
I try not to call attention to it because it brings unnecessary onus with it, but I'm an Ornistant of that family. The Ornistant that sacrificed himself to put the Whispering Tyrant away, or so we thought.
I'm in Church DeVille, of the DeVille's family gnome.
It's an honor to meet you. I'm sure it's a prestigious house.
So you make it back to the laboratory and you see there's all sorts of these monstrosities, like being the gnomes are going to town on.
Right. So what are the monstrosities, though?
He says the interesting thing about your vision and what's actually happening is, from what we can tell, the demons are undead.
That's impossible. There's no such thing.
I know, but we're witnessing it here. For example, this one has no blood. And he tries to drain him. And another gnome comes over and tries to leech blood out of him. Nothing comes out. We don't quite understand what we're fighting, but we know it's powerful.
Can I have a go at it?
Yes, please do.
Right.
Which one are you going to do? Please don't hurt them all. There are experiments.
I'll take the closest one.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to cast Flame Strike on it. And half of that...
My. That is something. Whoa. Got hotter in here.
Right, well...
General. That's quite
impressive.
powerful. Yes.
So it's Divine Fire, right? So half of it's fire damage and the other half is Divine Energy. So I just want to see how it reacts.
What's the save?
That is a great question.
I'm going to do it secretly. Behind.
It's pretty gnarly.
Behind the DM screen.
The save is at 29. The DC is at 29.
Okay. What was it do?
Well, depending on how shitty...
It was pretty shitty.
Or how well it did. It's 8d6 of fire damage. And actually, they don't delineate in this edition. Thanks, Pathfinder 2e. It's all holy energy as well, so it's divine energy as well.
Wow, okay.
So if the flame is infused with divine energy, creatures in the area that apply only half their usual fire resistance if they're resistant to fire. How does it react? I mean, I can roll the damage. You want to roll the damage?
Yeah. You damage it greatly.
Okay.
And it burns and it's upset.
Right. Does it seem like it's reacting more like a demon would or an undead?
Both.
Right. So,
neither one would like holy
right. It's
damage.
I would think it'd be particularly susceptible then to divine energy is what I'm going for.
Yeah, from your dealings of undead, it looks like it damaged it pretty good.
Okay. In that case, because this is such an oddity,
Yeah.
I will...
His mouth is bonded, but he gets up and...
You will all burn.
What are you? Where did you come from?
What are you speaking?
Good thing I took comprehend languages. I will cast
Ooh, dancy.
Hooray.
Oh, it's
All
not
right.
it's not heightened. I can only understand him.
He just tells you you're all going to burn.
Oh, he seems to understand me, though, right?
Not really. He just yelled that out after you hit him.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast it anyway and give it a shot.
Okay.
What are you?
Oh, you're talking to him?
Yep.
I
can understand anything he says.
He tells you he'd rather do the great sacrifice than tell you anything.
What's the great sacrifice?
Oh, that's simple. General, would you like to fill him in?
As far as the monsters sacrificing themselves?
Either side.
Yeah, well, when you sacrifice yourself, you stop time.
It's the interruption in this plane, and we found a way to delineate it by sacrificing ourselves.
So if one of you on either side sacrifice yourself, you stop time?
It activates it for them, or stops it. We've never activated it against them.
Help me understand. So if one of you or them, undergo this great sacrifice, what's the effect? Time stops for whom? The other side?
Have you ever experienced where you've been in front of somebody and they sort of disappear and reappear in some other place?
Yeah, quite recently. It had a really negative effect on my situation.
So we found a way to stop that, but it's called the Great Sacrifice. And it's continued by demons in the area who will sacrifice themselves back.
To give other demons the ability to move through time that quickly?
Yes.
And you can replicate the effect for yourselves as long as you sacrifice one of yourselves?
Well, we need resources, and those are scarce.
What resources are you talking about?
The gnomes tell us where to go. There's some caverns nearby that are guarded heavily, but we have to go every so often.
By what?
Other types of creatures that are very dangerous.
Like these things?
No, not like these. Other beings that are probably natural to this area.
Listen, besides this great sacrifice, what have you learned from these monstrosities?
That cold iron does pretty good work against them.
That's standard demon stuff, my friend. What else?
They don't mind sacrificing themselves.
Right. Also, well, actually, that is a bit odd for demons. They tend to like to sacrifice each other, not so much themselves. So that's new. That must be coming with the undead thing falling into line. They are mindless to some degree. They follow their creator. Have they talked about any sort of creator, something that's leading them? Who is your master?
As he laughs, he says, "It's the princess."
What is her name?
Well, her name's Luna.
Okay, this is important information that I would jot down if I had a pen, but everybody else, please remember this.
It's like,
So, Princess Luna. Is she one of you?
for the most part of it.
All right. I'll turn to any of the things. Who's this Princess Luna? Tell me of your Princess Luna.
He's gotten very far with this demon, huh? Seemed to understand them.
He's very observant. I'm glad we brought him here.
Princess Luma.
Oh, Luma with an M or N?
Luna. Sorry, yes, Luna probably.
Like the moon.
Like Luna. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who can tell me about... I don't know. I'll throw out an insult. Your bastard Princess Luna.
Oh, I'm kind of laugh at you and snark at each other. They're all being tortured at certain levels. They're like...
All right, great. So what I'm going to do is... This is the first and last time I'm going to ask. And I point to the one that I've already used.
Done some damage to.
Flame strike on?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to use Searing Light.
Okay.
Which is all holy energy. And that's pretty much going to annihilate him.
All right.
5d6 good damage. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 10d6 because he's a fiend. And undead. He's both.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to take me seriously. All of you. You're going to answer me when I ask you a question. And I'll point and I'll fire right in his face.
Okay. How much damage did you do?
It's 10d6. Do you want me to roll it?
How much damage did you do before?
8d6.
86, and now you just did 10?
Yes.
Still standing, and he laughs at you.
Allow me to end you.
Tells you.
You'll get nothing from me. Ever.
All right. I will continue to annihilate him.
Come closer so I can touch you.
I don't think so.
Come here.
I wouldn't go anywhere near something like you. But I got plenty more where that came from. Oh, conveniently, it looks like you're half of the thing I hate most in this world. So here, let me touch you with some of Pharasma's blessings. And I'll cast heal on him.
Ouch.
No, that's going to be an ouchie. It's going to be a big ouchie. That is 5d10 plus 40. Because I'm going to use 2 actions to cast it.
How much damage has he done so far? I mean, just max it out. Go ahead and max it out.
Okay.
If this doesn't kill this thing, we are in deep shit.
5d10 plus 40?
5d10 plus 40.
That's 90 right there.
Come closer so I can touch you.
You're killing me.
Here.
That didn't kill him?
He's done at least like 160.
I wouldn't go over there if I were you.
Oh, I'm definitely
Some
not going
have
to
gone over, and they just...
Yeah, that's quite...
they freeze up. I don't know what happens to them.
And I'll address all the things in all the cages. He doesn't have much longer, I'm quite sure of that. Quite sure of it. So tell me about your bastard Princess Luna. Or you wind up like him.
See this little... It's a human head on like a little bee thing in one of the cages, and it goes, has a long tongue.
I'll tell you everything you want to know. Let me out of here.
I don't think so. Tell me first and we'll see. How about I just let you live?
No way. Let me out of here.
All right, I'll cast another heal spell on Goofball to my left. It's another 90.
Wow, so that's down like 250 at least.
He extinguishes in your holy fire.
I'm just using the light of Pharasma to wash over him because she hates undead.
Yeah, it probably engulfs him in the light, and it dies.
Who's next? I don't think he's going back anywhere fun.
Please, they're very difficult to capture. We can't afford to lose all of them.
I understand.
General, maybe we should take up these tests later.
I don't know. He's proven himself to be frontline material. I like this.
Let's put him on the front line.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I won't kill you, specimens, if they answer my questions.
But it seems like maybe the small one had the most promise. I don't know.
Right, and I'll go over to it.
Yeah.
Do you want to end up like your friend, or do you want to talk a little bit more so I make sure these gnomes let you have a somewhat bearable existence? Because I can keep doing this all day, honestly.
Let me out. I'll tell you what you want to know.
I don't think so, my friend.
Come here. Let me touch you.
I don't think so of that either. Do you want a taste of that? Do you want a taste of Pharasma's judgment? How about this? I'll make you a deal. They'll stop experimenting on you if you tell me something good. Otherwise, you're going to wind up like your friend back there.
What do you want to know?
Telling me about Princess Luna. Tell me everything I want to know. That's what you offered me, right? What do I want to know?
She's going to eat you.
Right. You're all going to eat us.
Slowly.
Yeah. Who is she and where can I find her?
What you're doing here won't help.
Why?
Because we'll beat every one of you. And it'll be over.
Why?
Because we're bringing the end.
How?
Follow the Luna. You can convert now. Let me touch you.
Where can I find her?
She's in the ranks. Probably in the front.
What's Luna look like?
You can't miss her. She's large.
That's what I wanted to know. Thanks so much. And I'll cast the rest of my heal spells on him too.
You bastard.
I'll just annihilate him. I have 4 more.
The great beyond.
That's well, he shows promise. Maybe we should put him in the front line.
I'll turn back to the gnome.
There's only 2 left.
Right.
Okay, let's take this someplace else,
Right,
please,
it's fine.
before he kills everyone.
I left you with a couple of specimens.
I feel
got
better, though, don't you? Just being here, I feel like I was healed a little. You do have magic. Yes, this aura is very powerful.
We're not messing around. I'll tell you one thing, my friends. This is what I was put here to do, and we're going to do it. I left you with enough specimens, and now I know where my friend is. And I have to go back to my other friend so we can get him.
One thing I forgot to mention. It is difficult to get spells back if you are a cleric, I believe.
Oh, well, that's important information. That would have helped me about 8 spells ago. Thanks for withholding the information from me.
Sometimes it's difficult to... I don't know if you've experienced this, but...
No!
We pray to our gods. Perhaps we should get that Rykard. He's new here, right? We should get him to explain, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Please go meet with Rykard.
Yeah, please. Lead me to Rykard. Because I'd like to hear about this DM fuckery that I just experienced as I blew through all my spells to try to accomplish some role-playing information that I would have done quite differently had I known I could not get any of the spells back. Thank you for the important information. You guys, your intel is really just top-notch.
Sorry.
Really. How are you torturing these demons? You're not getting shite out of them. Oh, and I have no spells left. Thanks. Well, that was effective, I suppose.
Do you now understand why?
You meet these guys back. They're all practicing with their new weapons.
Can't you just take a nap?
No, apparently I can't.
Is it Rogard or Rykard's
There's
there?
no way to get him back?
Well, we're about to find out. I have to talk to Rogar, apparently.
Right, Rykard.
Oh, Rykard.
Rykard says, yes. So the way to properly use cold iron, you walk in on their session, is to... no, please, you should listen before you just... Please stop striking the wall. Yes, you could damage your weapon. Please, you might sunder it. It's important to keep your weapon.
Rykard. Sorry, love. I have to interrupt him for a second because
I'm used to it.
It's fairly important. Very important. No. You know I respect your training. It's quite important. It's very important. Hi. Apparently, I can't get spells back. Would you like to elaborate, please?
He's a paladin. General, good to see you. How are you? You have a new friend. Who is
Doing
this?
well.
Yes.
Yes, this is Officer Tom Blingadorm.
No, that's not right. It's Steve Lingendine.
Oh, Steve Lingendine.
Yes.
Sorry.
Doesn't listen.
Steve, Didn't I meet you under some other circumstances?
Oh, wait, you look vaguely familiar.
Yeah, you were a Bumbleding, a Stefan Dorfenmeyer.
Yeah, regardless of me, you were that puffed up paladin, if I recall, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've kept your half-orcs. It's very impressive.
No one kept anyone, my friend. The half-orcs are part of our family, and they kept us alive.
You know, that's what he said, this short one. But I like you, and you seem to be a reasonable person.
Yeah, well, that's going to change quite rapidly if you don't tell me what's happening with our ability to pray for our spells.
Oh, come with me for a little bit, and let's pray.
All right.
And he leaves the room, and he goes to a praying site. And for
Wow.
his God.
Technical term.
The Unitarian cave of the other world?
All Iamade stuff, and it's just. But he goes, you can pray here, and he sits down.
Oh, no shite. Right. Pharasma's right at the top, by the way. She's the oldest of the gods. But go on, do your thing with I am mighty.
Yes, and just pray for a second. See if you can connect with your God. And he sits down and he starts to pray. I am mighty. He mumbles, yes, bring your power to me.
Okay, well, I'm going to go on the opposite side of the room to get away from this nonsense.
I serve you. I am here to serve you.
While this is happening, can I accidentally blink into the meditation room?
Blink!
I don't know
Please
where I am.
excuse the half-orcs, I am mighty.
I'll look at Viv. I'll be like, what's this guy's
I
story?
don't know.
You have to try to connect with your God here.
I'm gonna go now.
You can too. You have a God. Yes, please sit here.
I'm
Pulls
not
up
good
a-
at sitting still.
It's well,
You know what, Viv? Would you come? It might actually help me to have you close by.
Can I just stand there?
Yes, she could watch us strangely.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Awkward stares are welcome as well.
I don't mind that. I get that a lot, actually. People like to look at me.
Wow, and I thought I talked a lot.
I'm
All right,
quite,
so
quite handsome.
I am going to try to commune with Pharasma and really just lay on the fact that Pharasma, I'm here. This is it. This is what you've been showing me.
Wow, this is interesting.
Who's saying that? The other one?
This is not like how I communicate with my God. But sorry, continue.
May I? Thanks for that. I'll clasp my hands together and say, this is why I'm here and this is what you sent me for. I need your guidance.
I blink out.
I need to I need to understand what's happening.
I blink out too.
And I need I need your strength. I need your strength or we won't survive this. This is what you made me for, and this is what you'll judge me on.
And usually when you're doing this, what happens for you?
Well, Pharasma's power flows through me like a spiral, like akin to her sign.
Yeah.
And
So
the energies of the beginning and the end.
Yeah, what you feel is like it's uncomfortable because it's mostly disconnected.
Thanks.
Yeah, and you're finding it intermittent once you enter deep meditation and you're really there. So it goes, do you see what I mean?
What is this?
I don't know. It's a problem I've been having since I've been here. All I know is I can't call on my normal powers to be here, but sometimes they work.
Wait, to what extent are you able to regain spells like normal?
Somewhat.
What does somewhat mean?
It depends if they work or not.
So you'll cast them and they won't even manifest?
Well, let me try blessing you.
Fair enough.
And he tries a bless spell. Doesn't work. See, I told you.
And you knew you had the spell from my mighty.
I had to regenerate them here, so that's the problem.
Yes, that is a significant problem for a class that pretty much deals only with spellcasting. Yes.
We should join your friends.
That sounds like a great idea. I have lots of information for them.
30% of the time?
30%.
Or less?
I failed that. Quite handsomely, by the way.
Great. Let's go back and let's engage the group.
Hey, it's good to see you all together.
No, it's great to see you too.
But we're not
Thank
all
you.
together. Wait. We're not all together. We're missing you, Jenny.
I was just in two other rooms, and I don't know how to stop.
Yeah, is that a situation that you're able to kind of get a handle on or no?
You know, I think so.
Steve, is this you, Jenny, as powerful as you if we find this adventure?
Steve Humperdinkle.
Who's Steve
Also, are you talking to me?
You told me your name was Steve Lincolningle.
No, that's not correct at all.
I'm sorry, what's your name again?
It's Filbert Dingledong.
I'm having your
Look, I don't know how many times I don't know how many times I have to tell people my name.
Could you tell her who you are? Tell her
Yes,
who
me.
you are.
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
I'm Paulbert Tang Tang.
See, I told you he has a problem with his name, General. I told you
I don't
that.
understand. I keep
It's
telling
the
everybody
same
my
name.
name.
This time plane is definitely having an effect on his mind.
It's definitely the plane.
It's definitely
Who is
the
Tuntine?
Dementing him.
Now you're just being silly.
And he's also a little bit slower than normal, I
Hey,
noticed.
I have a good idea. I was up at the front the other day. It's very exciting up there. Would you like to join?
Well, I was going to say I would like to talk to one of the mages because they seem like they're the ones in charge.
General, I have asked the same thing. How do we connect with these mages?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Well, you have to be high up in the totem pole, my friends. I'm one of the few soldiers here, or generals, that can speak to the mages. And
How many generals are there? I thought there was just maybe you.
it was just me right now. Yeah, the last 3 died yesterday.
I don't understand why there's any sort of a totem pole. Let's just go and talk to these mages. They brought you all here, right?
These mages are busy.
Well, they're not going to want to speak with you, but whatever you want to relay to me, maybe I can relay to them.
Hold on.
But wait, if we kill you, then we're on top of
No.
the totem pole.
No. Let's not jump the gun, or let's not jump the gun. I understand. I appreciate it.
Trying to understand the hierarchy.
I understand you're thinking proactively, and that's appreciated. But remember what we talked about less killing and more engagement
Just wanna
first.
lay
You
that
should
out
be
there.
really proud of us.
All right,
No,
let's
I am-
kill
I'm always-
right guard first.
And I look at V and I say, V, I'm always proud of you. But listen, there's no totem pole here, my friend. We're talking about the end of the world. You all are in here. You want out. You want to stop this. We need to talk to these mages. They brought you here in the first place, and they seem to know what's going on.
You see what I mean about talking a lot?
Yes, we
For God's sake.
My friend Hall Dabbledort, was that your name again? Yeah. It took me 100 years to become general. But it took your friend a day to become lieutenant. So you never know.
My, that is very fast. They're coming up in the ranks.
Okay, well, how about I crown myself admiral, and we go and talk to the mages then, right?
He is
Below
ambitious.
general.
Isn't he?
You got a few more rings to go.
Too ambitious.
Why don't you do some sort of diplomacy or deception with this man or something? What you do?
That sounds like a very specific direction. Or I could just declare my action of engaging with him and convincing him to take us to the mages. Now,
I
if
think
you would like me to roll something...
we should go upstairs and take care of some of these foul beasts.
Maybe fell beasts, or maybe you can prove yourself by helping us get the ingredients we need to self-destruct.
All right, the cave that's heavily guarded, yes, but I can't get my spells back, so that's a problem, by the way. Oh, newsflash.
Wait a minute. Now let me say something. I'm trying to understand this. If he goes and rests overnight, doesn't he get his spells back? Yeah.
It
What
sounds like
happens
there's
for
a
me?
30-70 chance that they won't work.
But wait, that didn't just happen when you did him then.
No, they
I
were...
wasn't there, but I
It's to
did watch
recharge
it
them.
via Snapchat.
No, I explained to you. I explained to you all what happened in the
Instagram.
laboratory.
Right, all right.
So, yeah, they were quite effective, actually. I would say 100% success
Well, but
rate.
that's what I'm saying.
Well, whenever newcomers come in, it's different. But when you replenish the spells, it's a whole other story.
Wow, I got all my spells back.
We took out. It was said to me yesterday that you took out half the army on the first day you came. Yes, half the demon army.
Yeah, but that was 1,700 years ago. It's no big deal now
There
at
were
this
probably
point.
like 3
Right.
demons.
Yes.
Right.
He's been here for 24 hours, and he's already almost as high a rank as you.
I think we should use his resources now.
To heal us?
No, to fight the demons.
Well, we'd like to see yourself in battle versus fighting a demon in a cage.
Well,
Slightly more difficult.
yeah, slightly.
Your friends were brave enough to go in the arena.
Do you want to try?
Oh, we should go upstairs.
Listen,
I was there yesterday.
is that what it's going to take for me to talk
You
to one
wanna
of your
take him-
mages?
That'll be a step in the right direction.
Don't worry, we'll protect
That's
you.
not going to be... No, Orak, it's okay. We'll take care of each other. Listen, is that the criteria to speak to one of your mages? I'm not stepping into an arena to do battle with demons unless I know for a fact. I'm not making any deals here. Listen, we're talking about the end of the world. You should know better than anyone. How long have you been fighting these things? Do you want to fight them for eternity?
We can afford to.
Oh, but by the way, my demon, we went in the arena. It was really easy, actually. It was.
Look, you don't see anything, do you?
Oh, right.
We
Well,
didn't give him the upper hand.
you don't- Yeah.
It
It looks like you
that
didn't give
wasn't
him a,
nice.
It looks like you didn't give him a hand at all.
Right.
But I would
got
say
a
this,
little bit left out.
Orak, if there's one thing that I'm certain of, if it's involving killing, it's very easy for you. I
Well,
understand.
no, I only kill the ones that deserve it.
That's correct. That's true.
And most of them do.
Yes. Look, you're more of a fine tool.
Should we go to the front line?
My, they talk a lot.
You just need to collect resources. What's the big deal?
What?
Look, if we get the resources, will
What
it
are
get us to the
resources?
mages?
I don't know, maybe it'll help. I mean, again, I'm putting a lot on the line here by,
what are we talking about?
What is the
resources? What are resources?
Apparently, there are resources they need for the
just
Great
go
Sacrifice or the supplement the Great Sacrifice. It prevents the demons from getting the drop on them via these time loopholes that are happening here.
So-
But the resources are off in a cave and they're heavily guarded.
But what are the resources you're looking for?
A plant similar to Nightshade, probably what you were.
Oh, and that's a bit more specific. Okay,
That
great.
is interesting. Is it aligned? Well, I should know about that. Can I find out what that might be with a nature check as a druid?
Yeah, if you go there.
All right.
I'll read you some
have
about
to go there?
the local flora. The flora of this area has been mixed with fauna. Small binds of rodents somehow mixed in with plants wandering around with flower patches, vines growing off their backs.
Sun mice?
Oh wait, hold on. The rats have plants growing off them. That's not natural.
Their screams are too high and pitched to perceive by the
God.
mortal ear.
God.
They're like anti-mosquito things.
Yes, well, it's very valuable to us to have the material ingredients we need to do the Great Sacrifice. And some of our simple spells that we can do here, that we can conjure. So it would be very helpful. However, the front line has been heavily hit today and could really use your help.
What is your greater priority?
Both are a priority.
Well, we're not splitting a group
I will
because
say,
that doesn't wind up well.
if you do go collect material items, you may be up against greater nemesis, so to say.
It is a more difficult journey sometimes, more risky.
Then what? The front line?
Well, they both have their different difficulties. I just want to warn you all.
We've had sacrifices on both sides.
Well, I mean, it would be better if you could rest overnight and have your spells back like everybody else.
Either way, yeah, it's good before we can ship out. I can go out like this, but I've expended quite a bit.
How many spells do you have?
Inquiring with the demons.
Yeah,
I have a bunch left still, but I've used all my healing.
It was kind of a dick
I would
move to let him do it.
save all your spells.
Saving how? I've already used them.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
the ones that you have left.
Right, right. Those, yes, those. That's fine. You know what? I've got plenty of other healing, and I've got reaction spells now. Listen, you said you've got limitless resources to keep fighting, so why don't we try to get the resources they need for the ritual?
All right,
it sounds more important.
Record tells you, I was like you, worried about this. But I find that I can access any level 1 spell.
Oh,
That's helpful. Not.
what's a level 1 spell?
Hold on.
That's metagame.
Let's be clear. If you can access a level 1 spell, can you heighten it still as well?
30% chance.
Oh, come on.
Anything over level
But
1
you always get the level
30%
1.
chance of failure. You know what? I'll take those odds, Kurt. Let's go.
All right.
Let's
Well,
just
the
get.
thing is, I want to know what we're walking into, decide what we're going to do and how we're going to do it.
Can you give us a little bit more intel on the what's guarding the resources and what we can expect there and what we
Yeah.
need to get specifically?
Well, it's kind of random, but there are some unique monsters in this cavern.
What's unique?
I've never experienced them until I've entered this realm, but they seem to be of another dimension themselves. And unfortunately, when I've seen my allies down by them,
Well, I mean, what is it? Is it a demon with like a bird of paradise growing out of its arse? Or, I mean, is it...
they're shadowy looking types that are somehow connected with time. It's hard to explain, but don't let them slay you. You will not return.
They will take you out of time.
Even a raised dead won't help you, my friend.
Well, it's always good advice.
And perhaps this one...
Right, don't die.
Don't
Okay.
die. Thank
That's
you for
very
that,
specific.
General
Can you provide us...
Xavier Elrond.
Right, can you provide us with specific directions or a map to get to where we need to go?
Yes, it would be nice to know how big the space is, how many entrances, how many foes.
While you are out there, you might be curious to know of a few other things you should be aware of.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Yes. There's one.
Please don't hold back.
He appears as a clockwork, but he's not. Something came in from one of the portals at some point. He's a great evil. He calls himself Quarter-Yorat. Quarter-Yorat. And he walks with a ripped cape.
Why?
Don't know. Probably because he's been here for a long time.
Is it a fashion statement?
There are also other beings besides the ones they describe. They are manifestations of duality, creation and destruction. Their physical manifestation is a constant state flux between their poles. They form a shifting cloak between black, where galaxies and other celestial objects filter in and out of existence. They exist here. You must be careful of them.
Right. What effect do they have on you?
Avoid them at all cost. Anyone who has confronted them has never come back.
Right.
Oh,
So
wait,
run from everything, basically, is what you're telling us?
Hold
Yes.
on. So you're telling us to go to something we're supposed to run from. That doesn't make much sense.
No, these are things we're supposed to avoid on the way,
to
in
watch out
addition
for.
to the other
Okay.
terrible things that we're going to experience.
These other things, all right.
Yep.
So if we see this guy with the crappy cloak, we should run away.
He's one.
He's just one.
Right, and then we have these other cloaked things that jump back and forth between two poles that look like a big cape, right? With space in it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a very nebulous description, but that's
Bells on
fine.
that.
We'll try to.
I don't know.
This is a heavy information podcast.
Yeah, it's a lot of it.
Wow. Thank you.
A lot of
Thank you for
info.
listening.
Great. So a run from everything is the
Actually,
short version.
Podcast was brought to you by the Walrus because you heard a lot from him.
Hi, sorry, I missed everything yesterday. It's not my
True.
fault. I
He did miss.
Yeah.
was trying to get information.
That was fun.
Sorry.
See you soon.
Don't miss out. Press that subscribe button. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at Loaded Dice Rollers and at gmmacleods.